Well, morning ladies and gents, welcome to Monday morning, and it's the 29th of September. It's a bit of a significant day for me, especially this year as well. It's the start of my 4th decade on this planet. So yeah, I'm now officially middle-aged. So as I'm middle-aged, I'm having a walk down here because it's a cracking morning. Birds are twittering. See how cobwebs are sticking out now as well. Got a bit of damp on them. And there's a nice bit of fog down here, or mist down here. It's rising off the river down there because it's warm. And there's also a hot air balloon just gone up over there, so somebody will have a rather nice morning's flight. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do today because I've got nothing planned really, but we'll see what happens. I am going to try and get another video back out soon, but it's been very busy recently because dear old mum had her birthday 11 days before me. So that was the previous weekend before this one. And then mate of mine's been helping me out with a little list of day. So another weekend gone. And yeah, it's quick. We're getting to that time of year now, so I'm trying to get everything sorted before the grand turnout that we have down here, where the girls go out into this field and the boys end up in the field over there. So yeah, see what happens. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a bit of an intro. It might be a bit of a mad old video because I've got bits of all sorts and just try and keep it a bit mixed up. I might just mix up what I've put into it. Unfortunately, this time of year isn't a huge amount of stuff that's different to the norm. So we'll see what we can come up with. So, well, morning ladies and gents, welcome to Monday morning. It's the 22nd of September now. It's a bit of a cold morning. Lovely blue skies there. Just having a quick walk around, but just thought I'd show you this. That is frost. It's the first one of the winter. But that's not the only first one we've got this winter. I'll show you in a minute. Well, I guess about a second. So yeah, I did a video on Saturday of us doing the list of the engine. And you can probably hear the rain in the background. I think I actually said it as well. But, well, the river's kind of up. And not just the river that's up. Already. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it helps to hold it down. Well, if you're not in the UK, it chucked it down. It rained a lot. Should say real proper words. Anyway, it rained a lot on Saturday, especially here anyway. But because this water that comes down is from the hills, we were talking like 60 odd miles from that way, probably even more than that. It takes a while to get down. Now, it used to take 2 days before we'd flood down here from the water on the hills. But, well, there's a lot more houses being built, a lot more roads being built. There's a lot more surface water. And, well, it now takes like 36 hours to come up. So yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so as you can tell, it's sheep out here. I did actually ring Nick yesterday at Farmland because we'd gone out for a family day out. It was Mum's birthday last week, so my brother and his lot, and then Mum and Dad and myself. In fact, we only went across the river down there just for a day out with kids. And I actually rang Nick and said, you might want to start pulling sheep out, or looking at pulling sheep out. Because basically we get a river level taken actually only just up the river, about a mile up that way. Tells you heights on it, and so far this summer we've been at like 0.3 of a metre, and the river's been like that for months and months and months. But looking at it yesterday, we'd got up to like 2 metres on, actually it was last Wednesday I think it was. We had a bit of a spike after the first lot of rain, and then it went down a little bit, and then the rain came on Saturday, and messaged my mate up in the hills and said, yeah, it's been raining constantly. And looking at the chart, and it was saying the river was going up. So about 3.5 metres, I start thinking that we're going to have a decent flood. Probably at 3.5 metres here, this is nigh on underwater then. It's just starting to creep into the Gills Winterfield. Doesn't really affect so much. But by 4.5 metres, another metre on top, basically that field's gone. A majority of it's gone. Just what I was thinking on as well. I have mentioned in previous years that it's usually a good idea to get that hedge cut before the flood's coming. That's the reason why. Dear, never mind. We'll get it at some point. Right, so I'm just down here on Deer Park Strip, and we've actually got a bit of a wriggle on with the firewood. Not doing too bad. That's quite good. There's only a bit of willow there, and a big length of willow, and then some odds and sods down at the side. But most of it's in like 90 metre long sections. A load of offcuts here from the oak and the cherry, put into crates. Basically with the crates it's just easier to move them around. A bit more to stack of the willow down the back there. But yeah, that's a good little pile. I reckon there's 4, maybe even 5 Sanderson bucketfuls down here. So there's a bit of sycamore left, but most of it's just softwood, like the willow, which I'm not in a great rush to do. So yeah, not too bad. I've tried to leave a bit of a gap there so I can actually put edge cutter out back, but if I ever get it on, I don't know. We shall see. So yeah, I'm just filling up crates in a minute, just to make life easier. Right, morning ladies and gents, welcome to Tuesday morning. And well, it's been an interesting one. I've just been down to one at Fields down by the bonfire. It's got an electric fence on it because the horses had realised that somebody hadn't switched it back on again and started sticking head through the wire. So just been sorting that out and knocking a few weeds down. Then got a phone call saying the electric fence is down and can I sort it out. Now we've only got electric fences in a couple of fields. About 3 or 4 years ago we never had electric fences because we said no to it. So it'd always end up with us having to do the work because something would go wrong and yeah, we'd do it. So I got this phone call saying fence is down. I went, yeah, I've done it. And she went, which one? And I went, well, what we call Landing Field. She went, oh no, Mary's Field. I don't know how this field's got Mary's Field, but this is Mary's Field. And well, bloody horses. So Big Grey over there decided apparently to not like electric fences, so went through it all. And the little one, well, the light brown one and the dark brown one are supposed to be in here because they're on restricted grazing, and then the other 2 are supposed to be able to get around, but yeah, they're all in this bit. So crisis management, we'll just put a tape across there so they're all in this bit, and then we'll try and get the little ones in. But of course, because the ponies, the little ones are a pain in the ass. I don't know, those 2 are as well, so just got to try and work out and shepherd them back in really, but we'll see. Yeah, you Ted, pain in my bum. Right, Tuesday afternoon, and I'm with the Sanderson with some, actually squares on, I'm just trying to finish off the rest of this fencing as much as I can. We have no more rounds left, so just putting squares out. We're just seeing how many I've got, because it's not really worth ordering a pallet full if we've only got a few posts to go. But they're only 6s, 6 foot long. Usually have 7s, or we're going on to 7s to try and build the height up, because the horses seem to get bigger and bigger each year. So just working down this hedge line down here, right around to the corner where the hayfield is. So just anyway, just got to go down and jump into the nettles and the rubbish just to try and find out what the posts are like. It's not exactly an enjoyable job when it's full of weed, but it's a job that needs done, and apparently I'm the boy to do it. So yeah, generally have 2 of us doing this, but Bossman's up on a roof over there trying to do some solar panels, clean them off, because we're trying to sort them out, because we've been having issues for the last few years. I think that's gone. Yeah, I've had panels for the last few years, but they've failed because we've had a lad actually have a look at them now, properly have a look at them, and it's changed the inverter because it keeps jumping, he thinks. So see if that works. It'd be nice to get some money out of it. Anyway, yeah, I'll carry on and just work my way down. I don't think I'm going to be able to push these in with forklift. I think I'm going to have to go get a post knocker, which will be interesting because you won't be able to tell very well, but you see, it actually slopes down here. It's a ditch. So yeah, trying to get a post knocker on some post knocker in is a bit interesting. And that post is flopping around in the middle of nowhere anyway. Bloody post. Right, made it down to the end, and there's just one post I need to straighten up and push in, which I'll do now when I've got these big weights up front. Yeah, flooding's gone down now. There's all the way across, obviously, that field there. But, by tomorrow it should disappear. It should be all in the drain or in the ditch. Well, we did actually repair some fence posts the other week down that ditch line, so it's a good time to have done it, because I'll be getting wet feet now. I don't like wet feet, so yeah. Right, we'll get this post pushed in down here, and then I don't think I'm going to push these rest of these in until it gets a bit damper yet. We'll see. Right, morning ladies and gents, welcome to Friday morning. Bit of a murky start. Right, so just doing a normal walk around and having a look. Definitely all changing colour anyway. So there's a lot of dead up there as well from the squirrels that have been gnawing the bark. But yeah, everything's quite happy. I don't know how they're surviving on this though. There is not a lot there at all. The other problem is that if you look at how much grass there actually is, there's a lot of mud in there. And then we actually have a look how much root is on it. There's no much root. It just means that these fields are going to chew up quite quickly. Now we're getting into this back end weather. So I am hoping to put all the muck on the hello greedy. There we go. I'm going to hopefully put a load of muck on these fields, but we'll see. Right, just had a quick wander around the top of the estate and thought I'd come down here because I want to see how the flood water's gone. So this is the hayfield, or usually it's a hayfield. I say mates had the sheep in here, as you can probably tell. And then after the floods, obviously he's taken them out, and they've gone back to another field. But last time I looked down here, the water was kind of up here somewhere, as half the field had gone. But there's still a lot of muck in the bottom, which is good. They haven't actually eaten off as much as I thought they would. I mean, they've probably taken half, maybe 2/3 of the grass off, but there's still actually quite a bite in there. So The only thing is now it's been flooded, I don't think my mate would want to put the sheet back on it. I know last time he said about waiting till rain had come and washed it off, so I don't know. But there's still lots in there. You can also see how much regress there is actually as well. So the real tufty stuff there is the regress, which really wants knocking off. But there you go. We'll see. And it looks like sheep have done a bit of edge cutting for me as well. There's definitely a browse line up there. I've come across it, show you. But they've actually cleaned out the bottom of it, which is quite good as well. A bit of lighting. So yeah, I've had the ends off a little bit, but that's alright. Hopefully going to come down maybe tomorrow, Saturday, and hedge colour this. The other reason I came down is to see how hard it is, the ground is. Doesn't seem too bad. So yeah, we'll get at least the top done and the side done. I want the top done so that when we do flood, it's not such a big profile for the water to hit. Because the last thing I want to do is just see a hedge kind of go like that and get washed out. Which is unlikely down here, because it isn't usually fast flowing through here, but it'd be really annoying if it's pulled all them hedges out. Especially now it's actually looking like a hedge. So yeah, but that's the plan anyway. Ground's hard enough. I get a couple of passes anyway out of it. So hey, it looks like the sheep have eaten all the reeds off as well. Which ain't a bad thing. So yeah, pleased with that. I have seen that Farmer P's been out mowing, and I think he did that when this started flooding. You can hear the water. Still a bit damp down here. But yeah, he did that when we had the sheep on. So it's probably a good job the sheep did go on, because if they did mow it for silage, I think it'd have floated away. Yeah, joy. Right, so we'll have a look through there and then we'll get going. We've got deliveries and a gate post to do this morning. Yay. Right, got deliveries done. Basically we put out the hay and the straw for the girls. They race on a sheet and we deliver it to the door. Saves them going into the barn and making a mess and then chaos erupting. So, but we've come down to here because this gate post is done for. Bossman's actually stood it back up with the post. You can see how much it's rotted anyway. His posts were never that well put in. Bossman and his nephew did these. His nephew doesn't do this kind of outside work, so I'm going to blame him for it. But these gates and the ones up there were never great. Had to be stood back up once already. But basically we've got two gates here. One is obviously vehicle access, and for these lot, don't even start. And that was for when we had the cross-country course. So we had a rope that ran from the up outside, and then we had a warm-up arena basically just down here for them before then set off at the cross-country course and round. When I say cross-country course, I mean cross-country for this lot. What we'll do is replace the post and we'll just rail between this bit. I'll put a few hedging plants there, but shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Just depends how much these lot try and help me. I think Bossman's coming over anyway to give us a hand, just in case. Alright, so as usual out here, the simple job doesn't turn out to be simple. I might be a bit of a bodgy and scarp on this one, but just realised all that is tacked onto that post. Well, that post had rotted out, which is why I put a new one in. But all we're going to do is rail across there anyway, and I cannot be bothered to try and get all the staples out and then try and take the post stump out just to put another post in there. And it's fairly secure anyway, so what I'm going to do is get the new post, slot it in there, and just rail across onto this one. I say it's pretty firm anyway. There's a hedge behind it, it's not going to go anywhere. And yeah, that'll do. And obviously put the big gate back on again, which should be fun. At least that lot have buggered off now, because they were starting to sniff around. Which makes life twice as hard. But yeah, But it's happening now, not in the middle of winter. As I have done it before, it's been chucking it down and it was not nice. So, right, we're going to get a post and some rails. Right, Bossman's just run off to go get an extension for his drill bit. Let's run through there. But yeah, nice and easy with forklift. Chain down bottom bit, drew it straight up, drop the new one in, tilted it that way a little bit because it's always going to go that way with a gate, and pack it in. So yeah, just going to get the gate hung. I'm just going to cut a couple of rails for there. There's a grid, we're just going to leave that one in and pretend it's always been there. So if I might take top off for edge cutting, but yeah, should be alright. Right, near enough for this place. Fits, hung, changed the hinge at the bottom because for whatever reason the distance between posts was never set right. So I've actually got a block at that end and a massive space at that end, but I couldn't be bothered redigging the hole to try and shift it 4 inches across because I'm lazy. So yeah, I might just get chainsaw and just take the top of that off because depending on the arse with a hedge cutter. So we'll see. But yeah, job done. Does the job what we need to do. Right, just down at bonfire, but just seen neighbour's having a go with his voucher at the beginning, and he's also got it sounds like a 1050, 1025 International old school XL cab. You can hear it peering away from over here, but anyway, a bit more wood on fire, and then it's time to go home. Oh, awesome down here as well. I did do a bit of edge cutting down here. It definitely isn't my neatest. Going to do, we're taking another couple of inches off it. Because that's where it should be. That's where it is, but not too worried. I did notice as well that my arm's actually dropping as well. So when you boom out and your head's down this end, that keeps kind of swinging back in a bit. It doesn't seem a huge amount, but I don't know how bad it is when it's on full reach. Because as I set off back up there the other day with it tucked in close to the tractor, ended up catching the wing. So it obviously let itself back in enough to catch the wing from where I'd left it. But yeah, I had a bit of a snag down there as well. It wouldn't actually boom back out again either. So I had it killed right in and it wouldn't go back out. So yeah, stopped everything, had a quick look around. We got a few wires, got back in, now happened, and then suddenly it started working again. It seems to be fine after that, so don't know, a bit weird really.